Hi everybody, welcome to our next installment of Spruce Peak Unplugged here at Spruce Peak Arts. I'm here with tonight's guest, John Russell from the Head and Heart.
Yep.
Thanks for being here, John. We're so thrilled to have you be a part of this. So I'll start by just asking, what are you enjoying about being here at Spruce Peak in Vermont?
Yeah, honestly, just so far, most of my favorite interactions have been from locals that have been shuttling my wife and I around. A lot of people I've met have moved here from other cities, just kind of trying to get away from like a major city feel. And it's been interesting seeing it through their lens. And then going to dinner last night, we went to Salute, which was...
Oh, nice.
I mean, I just wish that was in every town.
Yeah.
It was an amazing experience. Yeah.
Cool, awesome, thank you. So I'm going to ask you just a couple things about the show tonight, obviously being a different kind of show, which is what we're going for with the solo acoustic thing. So many of the members of the audience, myself included, have seen The Head and the Heart, a couple times in big places, but haven't had the opportunity to see you play solo. I haven't seen you play solo. So can you talk a little about yourself as a soloist and what's different and what folks should expect?
Right. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's always kind of evolving. I don't do these all that often. I really enjoy doing them. It kind of gives me a chance to... There's quite a few songs that we've done as a band that are on albums that, for one reason or the next, we've never played them live. So, like tonight, there's a handful of songs like that I'm looking forward to playing, honestly, like for the first time ever. And then, versions of songs that we do as a band, even if I don't change a thing, it sounds like I've changed something just because there's quite a bit of instrumentation removed, and so you focus on a lot of nuance. And when I sing, I focus on a lot of nuance, so I think it's just kind of a different experience. And the song even starts feeling different to me. And you start listening to it in a different way.
Yeah, that's awesome, and it gets naturally right to the next question, which is, we're looking, obviously it's a smaller venue than you're playing with The Head and the Heart. We're looking to do this intimate thing where people come and see you and go, oh, I saw it in a way I never saw it before. So I'm interested, and I think folks would be interested in going the other side of what you just talked about. You talked about songs you've never played, but obviously you have so many recognizable hits, and the fans, want to hear those songs. But this is different. Is it just kind of no holds barred, and you're excited to play with it, or are there songs that are off limits because the sound would just be too different?
Yeah, there's definitely a list of songs where I started rehearsing them, and it's just me and. Some of them just don't really hold up the same way, and especially if it's like a song, there's like a song like Misconnection, which is like, it's piano, bass, and drums. It's basically the rhythm section and my vocal, and it's upbeat, and it's just like a dancing song. I've tried that on acoustic guitar, and it just is not nearly as cool. Right. So like for that one, as much as I love performing that with the band, and an audience member here might think they want to hear that, I'm just like, I'm not sure if you really do, because it's such a different version. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like there's moments like that where I'm like, I'm not sure when it's just me up there that's something I should put into this batch. I could also be very wrong, but at least for tonight, I'm gonna leave out Misconnection.
Yeah, but you think about, or like I imagine I'm not getting rhythm and blues tonight.
Yeah, that one kind of rides the line because I wrote that on acoustic guitar. I mean, I definitely prefer it with the band, but that one can kind of go either way. Yeah.
Cool. That's interesting. And what about, when you're rehearsing for these solo gigs, how is that different?
There's a lot more freedom, and I kind of, I'll run through a song, and I kind of just go with my instinctive, what song do I want to hear next? And so I just kind of slowly start building a set list in that way. Whereas when you're with the band, you're thinking about tempos and dynamics, because tempos and dynamics are just much more felt on a larger scale with things, with the rhythm section and three singers. And so to me, I don't know, there's kind of much more of a personable guidance to a set list feel. And something also that I'm kind of trying to experiment with is you know, I was watching a lot. I was watching like, how does Dave Matthews do it when he's solo? How does Tom York do it when he's solo? You know, like, do they come out with hits and then drop down to the obscures that have never been recorded, or, you know, is it just whatever you want? And ultimately, neither one of those examples really helped me decide how I wanted to do it. And I still actually haven't decided how I'm going to do it tonight. So
that's really exciting.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah.
And you mentioned the 3 vocalists, so you being by yourself vocally.
Right.
I imagine that plays a big
Totally.
role too, right?
Yeah. There's songs that get carried by the vocal harmonies, and you know, if I was to play no songs that had harmonies, that wouldn't even be an option. So, but there are ones that when you remove those harmonies, it becomes much more of a singular narrative, and I think you listen to the song differently. So I do think it's interesting. It's just whatever I feel confident enough to like really like sell up there. Yeah. So.
Well, I'm all for Down in the Valley.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
For what my vote is.
That's just, to me. Yeah, that's a shoe-in. That's definitely a shoe-in. Yeah, you'll hear that one.
Awesome. Is there anything else that we haven't touched on? You just naturally answered all the questions without me asking all of them, which is great. But anything else really unique about a venue like, I mean, obviously you play big places, 2 nights at Red Rocks, and you know, all over the world. Yeah. Something like this that's much smaller and much more intimate. Is there something in particular that you look forward to in terms of connecting with the audience? And
I mean, and again, I'm still kind of experimenting with what my solo show looks like, regardless of the size of the venue. But something I really enjoy is like kind of removing the like, I'm on a stage and you're here to watch. And so I have a few ideas in mind of what I might try. And I do think that's going to be easier because it's a more intimate venue. But again, I'm kind of learning how to do this. So I don't really know what's going to work and what I'll have the confidence to try yet. But I'm looking forward to it because it's kind of, there's that many unknowns, you know. You just kind of have to rely on, I believe it's a good song. I believe that these people are here to see music, and everything else can be, you know, you can test the waters, but at least have that as an anchor. So we shall see. I guess this will come out afterwards, so we'll see how it went.
Yeah, well, it'll be fun for folks that were at the show to watch this.
Totally.
Afterwards.
Yeah. Let me know. Like, reply, send in your thoughts, because you'll probably be able to tell what I was talking about and be like, oh, that's what he was trying. And I'm all about, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'll probably make decisions for myself, but it will be interesting to hear, like, from their lens, like, what worked and what didn't.
That's great, yeah. And I love hearing, and I think all the folks love hearing, that there's a lot of experimentation for you up there, because that's, you know, that's what we want with this kind of thing, and that you enjoyed Vermont, so you'll want to come back as you refine your solo part.
Cool, yeah. I mean, I just think you're up there to play and to have fun and to, I don't know, I had plenty of taking myself too seriously in my 20s. I'm really looking forward to just like relaxing and enjoying this and making it joyful for me and for everyone else. So it should be good.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, John. We're so glad you're here. So we want to give you a chance to take a break and rest. And
thank you.
We can't wait to see the show.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Great.
Yeah.